But, of course, that is Dale Earnhardt, who is in there replacing Little Al, who is still recovering from some slight injuries.
This was the last...
And we got a car spinning out there in front. Looks like Baldwin got low on the track and goes sideways. Indeed, it is Jack Baldwin. The yellow comes out.
That's another nice thing. Jack just lost it, but that's another nice thing about a track like Darlington. If the guys can lose it, they don't slide near as far because they're not going near as fast. Now he's going to be able to get back in or come back in, get new tires, be right back in the race.
Well, but there is an interesting address to the rules here. First of all, remember, in Iroc, laps under the yellow do not count. Now, if you spin the car and you flap the tires, you flat spot those tires, then for safety purposes, in this race at Darlington, in this race alone, you can come in and get new tires and it won't count against you. But if you come in, and in the opinion of the Iroc officials, those tires are not sufficiently flat spotted to be a safety hazard, then they will count the lap against you.
That's because there's...
Earnhardt looked like he almost got into the back of him. The rest of the field is all tucked in together. Allison now has to set his sights on Kulwicki, and Kulwicki, and there goes Brabham up against the wall again. This time it's a little bit harder.
2 laps in a row, he's come real close to that wall. This time he got it, Paul, and Bennett really bad. He's going to be out of the race for sure.
I'd score that as more than close as the yellow flag comes out, and Jeff Brabham in car number 7, who had a nice start, is in trouble now.
Poor Jeff Brabham, he is having a very tough year of it. He had hoped to be at Indianapolis and some of the other races driving for Nissan. That program has been canceled. Now this.
Let's take a look at this situation again. It's the silver car running in a very high groove.
All right, he's on the right. He's up a little high, too high. Now watch all the dirt and everything coming out. He's too close to the wall right there. Closer, closer, closer. And boom, he hits it. And what it is, he's just out there in the dirty stuff. The car gets away from him, and right into it he went.
The track is not entirely smooth in that area either, but
scrapes the rubber off the tires.
And Alan Kulwicki suddenly pulls down off the course and onto pit road. The car apparently without power.
Sea Hero battles Prairie Bayou in the Belmont Stakes.
Earnhardt seems to be closing.
Allison, 31 years old. He made his Winston Cup debut in 1985.
4 laps to go now as Allison comes across the line. He is challenged only by Earnhardt at this moment. His real challenge is Harry Gant, and Gant is well back, almost a half straightaway now.
Yes, and Bobby Allison. Davey Allison is going just fast enough to stay ahead of Earnhardt. He doesn't want him to get up because he doesn't want the risk of Earnhardt tapping him and spinning him out or something like that. He needs the points and he wants to win the championship.
All right, taking a look at the relationship now. Here comes Allison across the stripe right behind him. There is Earnhardt. Now here is Gant. And there is Rusty Wallace replacing Ari Landike. That's first through 4th. But 2 of those cars in the top 4 will not earn points.
No, they're all NASCAR guys again too, folks.
Well, that's pretty much what we expected, especially when you're talking a track like this. I mean, when you say Darlington, you are saying NASCAR stock car racing. Battle here, Ricky Rudd, Fangio. And Fangio's really hanging on to it. He's driving a very nice race here for his first outing on this track.
I think of all, excuse me, Sam, I think of all the non-NASCAR guys, Fangio really has probably looked the best today.
Looking back toward the front of the field now. Here is Allison. Earnhardt still in pursuit.
Allison won the Daytona 500 last year, but I venture to say that this is a day that he will long remember. A major success in Iroc on a really tough track, and he has really been in command of this situation almost from the beginning. 1 lap to go.
White flag comes out. Allison with just a single lap to go. If Earnhardt wants to, now is when he will have to make that move. But will he want to? What will it matter to him? Allison with a good run here today. Battled Alan Kulwicki early on, but now runs alone at the lead.
I think you've just about answered it right there. Earnhardt is not going to be able to catch Allison. Is he really trying very hard? We really don't know because he's not running for the points anyway, Paul.
Earnhardt just climbed into the car this morning to replace Al Unser Jr. Little Al surely would like to have been in this car, but this day will belong to Davey Allison as he comes across the line in first. Earnhardt in second. In 3rd place physically, but second in the points, Harry Gant. And here comes that battle with Fangio, looking very strong here today as he pursues Ricky Rudd. You got a glimpse there as Davey reaches up to wave to the crowd, pulls to the window when Earnhardt came by. He had a little bit of a Darlington stripe on the back of his car. He certainly got into it with somebody. So Davey Allison wins round number 2 of Iroc 17. We'll be back to talk with him right after this.